Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He's got it down the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Trucks through the defender. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Extending the play. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. still on his feet. Rams him with the stiff arm. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Excellent field position here for the offense. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Hard-hitting tackle.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rhodes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Cuse! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This guy can throw it. Fires on the move. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll throw it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Strong, firm tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am, too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 15, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Pulls it in. It's McGooligan. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Slings it downfield. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up the 3 spot before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down. Down to avoid contact.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in third and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Snap from the gun on third down. And it's picked off at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Trying to get to it. He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Hefton is coming out on the goal line. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Syracuse. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt, situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Touchdown, Orange! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Smashes through the tackle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. On the ground, it's Levis. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Rides to the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row.